Hey everybody, Trend Rebel here. Just going to go through a kind of an on the one episode where we go through the 1 minute chart and kind of take a look at the pivots that we have, try to kind of make some sense of it all for the day. So I am going to back us up here to this. Let me just get these pivots lined up so you guys can see them. Really active day today. A little crowded on the pivot side too, as you can see. But here's where we're going to start. So today was a massive gap down, about 8 points-ish. Left 582-ish yesterday. Opened down here 575.91. Sorry, a little piece of plastic here. Opened down for the day, obviously. Came back up, and we have a couple of pivots that we're playing with here today. So interesting thing here, we've got a ghost pivot and some other ones here. Let me just pull those into view for us a little bit. Oops. Close that. Don't need that open. Just need the here. So we're going to, I'm going to offset that negative 15 so we can see it. Oop, not that far. So we can see that ghost pivot. Maybe 150. Negative 100. How about that? There we go. And then some other ones there too. So, all right, perfect. So that ghost pivot actually is lined up with the channel top there. So anyway, we bounced up here, immediately kind of try to recover as would be expected, and came up to this ghost pivot, this channel top here at 577 and change at 38. We bounced off that. Came down, trying to test the bottoms here, went through the 576 pivot. However, we bounced back off of above where we were before. So we have a little bit of support that we gained right off the bat here and bounced back up. Going on through, we went through the, bounced up to this, excuse me, to this channel bottom, 577.17 pivot right here. That's that line right there. And then bounced back down here. Again, targeting kind of continuing on up. So after that, going on through, we saw some respect here up at the 578.36 pivot. We bounced off that on down. Then I found support here at this channel bottom again, this 577.17. And at that point, too, lunged us back up to bounce back off this monthly 578.36. For if you don't know, these blues are dailies. These darker color ones are monthlies, and greens are weeklies. And these are ghost pivots, which are the ghost pivots are former key pivots for the day. They're former key pivots for the time frame they represent. So this happens to be a former monthly that actually is a new monthly as well. Bounce back up through here too. This 579.16 proved to be the strong pivot for the day here, pushing everything back up. Bounced off of that again, back down here to the channel bottom again, at which point in time SPY made its lunge. So here's where it's going to push up, trying to go all the way up, pass through. Did rocket on through a little bit, this 579 pivot, and was rejected ultimately. Came down, grabbed the trend line that I drew here. It grabbed that trend line, pushed itself back up to that 579.16 pivot once, bounced down twice, rejected, and then finally pushed on through. So in this time frame right here, we have a little bit of a skyrocket here too. So you see how when we finally made it through this pivot, we were able to actually push on through pretty cleanly. So this 579.16 on up to the center line top at 581.05. This is a great range to trade. And having the consolidation with all these types of pivots here, this gets a little messy. When you see a clear path in between pivots like this, that's where you get a great opportunity to go. So pushing through once, bouncing back twice, pushing through again. So right in here is where you kind of say, you can see that resistance is failing, and we're starting to push through. Now, a lot of people, too, don't quite understand how to read these candles, too, so it looks kind of like whether you could say a double top or something like that there. It's definitely not what that is, so don't get confused in what you're looking at either. You have to look at how price action actually relates to this pivot in order to climb through. So climbs on through, we get the initial rejection at this channel centerline top right here. Then we attempt to go through again. We are mildly successful and rejected, and we get to our high for the day. This high for the day around 581, almost 582-ish here. causes a massive reaction, mostly based on the VIX's increase at that point. VIX starts to pile up a little bit, gives us a little scare, pushes us down to let go of the pivot. We come back immediately, though, with a vengeance to that pivot and kind of bounce around. We have this consolidation range here. You can see this consolidation trend going in a downward fashion right here. And then we have it's actually creating a somewhat of a downward channel that we're flowing in. So the good news is that we broke that channel at the end of the day, bounced back up and into it. So that we were rejected out of the channel, which looked like, to me, almost a back test of the monthly 9. Let me throw that on the chart here for a second, see if I can find it. It is, no, getting this one. I can pull it up here. I'm going to put the monthly 9 on there for us. Get rid of those 30s so I can see it. And let that render. Render. It didn't render. Let's see here. I got this one. And I will pull up the monthly. Let's see if it's available here. Yeah, monthly 9 is available on there. And, oh, down here. We were nowhere near the monthly 9. I apologize. So, that's not where my monthly 9 is. Sorry, technical difficulties. It happens. Anyway, so we came back and tested. I believe the monthly 9 is over here. Let me just, yeah, monthly 9 is actually 578.18. Looking at another one of my charts. So monthly 9 is just below this monthly pivot right here. And so this was a back test of that monthly 9 and this monthly pivot here. We rejected that, pushed on through, and came back up. Now, after hours, we are dribbling around. It is Friday, so I don't expect us to kind of have any big momentum going into the weekend. We will shut down 8 o'clock, obviously, open back up on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget, we have a holiday on Monday, so there will be no trading. And Tuesday, we'll open up. Now, remember, I think I told you in the last video, Tuesday is a big day for us because Tuesday we have we have NVIDIA earnings. Thursday we have PMI. So we've got a lot of stuff going on this next week that could be affecting price action. This trend here is if we can push that VIX down. Right now, VIX is elevated. We're at 22.07 on the VIX. If we can bring that VIX down, then we should be able to gear ourselves back for a nice rally, which is what we're expecting. Again, if you're paying attention, Trend Rebel did call this drop from the high point, actually from the 600s before, and called this drop even to the week that it was going to happen. We've effectuated here, and now we need to climb back out. So we are all loaded up here in the BTMFD zone. That's our buy the motherfucking dip zone right here, and we are headed on up through. And expect to have a promising week next week once we get through some of this garbage. We could, though, it's very, very possible we could see some consolidation next week, which stalls us out a little bit. Regardless of what happens earnings-wise to price action and PMI, we do expect we will recover and go up. We are in an uptrend, so don't panic. Don't get crazy. If you're owning shares, you're safe. If you're looking at swing trading options, as long as you have the time, you're good. Very, very careful with scalps and not scalps because you know what you're doing, but with day trades if you're trading with options. Other than that, I had a huge day today from the bottom to the top, and I hope you did too. Stay tuned, and if you want some more information on how these pivots work, how Trend Rebel pivots work, then please type in the word SNAP in the comments, and I'll be sure to get you a brochure that you can take a look at so you can understand a little bit more about it. So again, SNAP in the comments, and I'll take care of it from there. Other than that, you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me. I am Banana, and I will see you on the trading floor.